These are snare drums, sometimes called side drums, and they're called side drums because they were traditionally played at the side of the body in military circles. Along with the bass drum and the cymbals, they were used as marching instruments. But today perhaps we're more familiar with them as orchestral instruments or as part of a drum kit. We have three different sizes here. This is a tenor drum. That's a quite different instrument. I'll speak about that shortly. Three different sizes producing three different pitches, but all really producing the same effect. We can play with snares off in that way or with snares on. And the snare on is a different kind of a sound. It adds a different kind of crispness to the sound. Here's the snare off, and here's the snare on. And we can sustain the sound of the snare drum using the sticks, alternating them, bouncing them one to the other. Here's a roll, that's what we call it. Here's a roll with the snares off. And with the snare on. The tenor drum doesn't have a snare. It's always played without a snare. It's quite deep compared to the snare drum, somewhere between the snare drum, side drum, and the bass drum. But perhaps the snare drum is most familiar in a marching type of context.